It's week 6 of the 2024 season, and we'll see this team's creative quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. Great game in store for y'all, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Set for a good matchup in the NFC South, so glad you were with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is a division you know a lot about, and the rivalries within this division always kind of gives you a good game when it's NFC South against NFC South.
Yeah, and this is a division, Mike, that I've lived in for a long time in my career, and at one point, you can make the argument that it was the best division in football. But right now, it's the quarterback uncertainty. Do we have the quarterback of our future? Did we just draft one? Did we just sign one? What does that look like? 2 of the 4 teams, brand new coaches taking over control to start this season. No division won fewer games last season. They've got a lot of work to do before this division can hold a candle to some of the others we see throughout the NFL.
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, Fody did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Anytime you cross the 500-yard threshold in a single game, Mike, you're clearly doing something right. They did not have an answer for him or this offense at all last week, and now it's up to this defense to see if they can cool off this hot arm. The good news, they've had all week to watch and come up with a game plan to take away some of the areas that he had success in last week. And to accomplish something like that against this guy, it's going to be a lot easier said than done. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 range. 65 cat. 65 cat.
They send a receiver in motion left. He'll get this out to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
19 tight, 19 tight. Stop below 18.
Man in motion, heading left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Falcons offense and Drake London set to take over once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. Cousins to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Cousins. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Head to 60, head to 60.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just...
And he'll take it on in for the score.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go play action with Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Gonna air this one out.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 15-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 37 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now a second down throw for... And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Cousins. That'll be caught by McLeod. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. 4th down, the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll send him over to the left. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Handoff here, up the middle, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete to McLeod. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Cousins. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes. That run, that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Go.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the 1st half. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Come on, set. Set, go.
They'll look to throw again. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. And that will be a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Cousins now. Now, deep ball for London. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
They send a receiver in motion left. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try to run this one in. And And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it at the 3. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And his guys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. Here's Cousins. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Cousins going to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. Bucky Irving, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
third quarter begins with a run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now, faking the give. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is in. Has a touchdown. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point is good, and his guys will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Cousins now on second down. He'll check this down to the running back. Cousins out of the gun on third down. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was not.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Go, Rick. Go. Set, go.
His drive will start on the ground and stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. He'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Trap goal 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Jack Panther. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now a give up the middle, and they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Here we go. Check smash. Ha! Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in for the score. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's 2nd and 6. Cousins. You'll get this to Pitts once more. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll run. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they move the chains on 3rd down. Now, Cousins. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. 2nd and a yard. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand.
And he's into the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. To the ground, a first down run. He gets free. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. The speed on display. He's in for the touchdown.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. It's up and good. And his guys will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10.
Go! Rocco switch, Rocco switch.
Up the middle they go. Space to run inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Ready? Go! Go! Set it!
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. This is 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
This team's offense headed back to take over once more. And it would appear they're about to go 6-0. Trying to kill some clock and get out of here with that win. This drive starts 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.